What's up, guys? It's your girl D from the Voices Gathering Live podcast show. Hello, hello, hello. What's up? What's up? We're here. New week, new show. Okay, so I want to make sure we have no interruptions. So I'm going to check in and make sure that you guys can hear me loud and clear. Yay, finally caught a live show. Wow, welcome. Welcome to Stephanie Pagan. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so I want to make sure you guys can hear me loud and clear. So if you are in the chats, please do me a favor. Let me know you can hear me nice and clear. There's no background interruptions. And we're going to go ahead and shoot this show right from the hip. While we're doing that, and I'm waiting for your okays, here we go. So I want to get some house rules out of the way. And the house rules are this. Here is the rules. First and foremost, if you're not a subscriber to this channel, do me a favor. Click the subscribe button. Make sure you are subscribed by clicking subscribe. Then make sure you click the notification bell. That is the only way you're going to know when this show goes live and or I uploaded a show to the platform. I don't want you to miss an opportunity on when we're having a hot topic, a deep conversation, or following up on a previous show that we talked about. So it's important. Subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell. That is how you get involved in the conversation. Please remember, there's some other things you can do to show your support to this show. By all means, make sure you click the thumbs up button. If you're clicking the thumbs up button, that lets me know that one, you are liking what we're talking about. Two, the algorithm loves it when you are interacting with it. So that means clicking the thumbs up button and also clicking the down button if you don't like what we're talking about. That's okay. I respect all feedback. The only thing I ask is that you do it with respect. You can say, I like the show, thumbs up. I'm not liking the show, thumbs down. That is totally up to you, right? But it tells me that you are involved in the conversation. Remember, it is very important to get involved with the comments. So when we got the Q&A portion going, drop a comment. Tell me what you're thinking. Are you driving with the conversation? Are you not getting down with the conversation? Do you have some suggestion or you even have some feedback about what we're talking about? Post your comment. If you are subscribed to the channel, but you're not giving any comment, I can't tell that you're supporting the show. Thumbs ups and thumbs downs are blind. They're just a number. It counts somebody gave it an up or down. Your comment indicates that you're in the chat like Stephanie I see there. So therefore, I can see that you are giving it a thumbs up, thumbs down, and you are posting a comment. Listen, the channel grows by you clicking share. That share button right down there, you can do the same thing. Click the share. Share it to your social media, your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, anything that you're on. This is how I gain traction. When you take the time to share, comment, like, and subscribe. Those are so important to the algorithm. We'll talk about the algorithm another time. If you haven't heard me talk about it, go look at some previous shows. I am sure you will be very surprised how this business runs. Okay, remember, say it like you mean it. This is nothing but real talk. We keep it real on this platform. That is why I created the space. Some people says, don't come on my show talking about this and that. No, bring your thoughts and opinions. Bring your critiques. You can do it with respect. We're all adults here. This is an adult show, so get involved with the real conversation. And don't forget, we are on all these platforms. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course here, YouTube. So make sure you're subscribing to the show on all those platforms. It's so important. And again, it helps me build the platform. If you've had a conversation with me, you know that I'm always talking about the show and growing it. And not just because I'm bored. My life is really filled with a lot of stuff. But I really enjoy having stimulating conversations with people who are articulate, who are insightful, who are respectful, and who are really about having some real chat. So come on, guys, get involved on these platforms. I would appreciate it very so much. I think I've gotten all the house rules out of the way. And if I haven't, forgive me, you'll see it on other shows. I see 4 people watching. Problem is one of me, so I see 3 people watching. So don't forget. So Just click the thumbs up now. That way you won't forget. Post a comment, say hi to me. That way you got a comment in the section. And before you leave, click share. All right. So as you saw in the intro, I wanted to have a conversation with you guys about what are you willing to give up for fame and fortune? Fame and fortune. What price are you willing to pay to have fame and fortune? When we look around social media, all we see is people thirsty for fame and fortune. People are willing to sell their soul for the dollar and fame. Think about it. The people that are infamous for doing this are those beautiful women, and their name, the Kardashians. They are infamous for fame and fortune. They are. They are big on fame and fortune and gaining the attraction of our attention. Do you understand that they would not be famous if people wouldn't tune into them? Can you imagine if people just totally stopped tuning into the Kardashians? Well, they'll be set financially for life, but the fame part of it, the being remembered, I think many of them would just not know what to do with themselves. This show is not about so much the Kardashians, but they are a platform for what this conversation is about. And it's about, what are you willing to do to gain it? I would challenge people to think about that. Look, when you turn on your television, the first thing you see most often is drama. When you go to your Instagram, your Facebook, even your Twitter, and all these other platforms, what do you see? People chasing fame and fortune. I mean, the Instagram models are everybody's an Instagram model, even the males. This is not a sexist thing, so it's not just women. The men are also out there chasing fame and fortune. They are. They're absolutely chasing it. They are so hungry to be noticed. Everybody wants to be in the spotlight. Everybody's wearing a filter to give you that glowless, flawless kiss of beauty. No blemishes, no nothing. This is not because they're bored. It's because they're unhappy with themselves. So let's slow it down and go back to these women here, right? So when you think about it, the Kardashians, ask yourself, and many of us will probably guess it. It's not that hard. How did the Kardashians become famous? What was it that catapulted them to stardom? You got it. It was that second-born child, Kim Kardashian, and her infamous sex tape with Ray J. Now, I'm not here again to gossip about Kim. I'm here to really have an intellect conversation with you, the viewers, and ask you, where do you see the connect and disconnect when it comes to us as a people? So I wanted to use them because I'm telling you, when you look at social media, a lot of people are trying to capture what these women were able to capture. They are really trying to do that. I took a moment and I wanted to actually give you the definition so we know what we're talking about. So, fame. Fame is the state of being known or talked about by many people, especially on accounts of notable achievements. Kim got her notable achievement not because she was a stylist to Paris Hilton. I mean, many of us didn't even know who Paris Hilton's stylist was, unless you were someone who was into fashion, dressing, stars, and things like that. I don't think anyone knew who she was. Yes, she was the pretty girl on the arm of Kim, attending parties and events and stuff like that. But she was a stylist to Paris Hilton. But it wasn't until Kim, who ended up styling for someone connected to Ray J, and then she ended up dating Ray J. If I'm not mistaken, maybe even styling Ray J. Oh, I'm sorry. It was actually, she was styling his sister, Brandy. That's it. And she ended up getting connected to Ray J. At that time, Ray J has a type. Okay. And she fit the type. And these two, whatever you want to call them, lovebirds at that time, whatever they were, they decide to make this tape. It's leaked. And boom, her career takes off. Do you see what I'm saying? So, do I believe she had a hand in the tape getting out? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think so. At least at that junction when we knew Kim. No, I don't think that was something. She says, yeah, put this sex tape out there. But, oh boy, did those Kardashians bank on that tape. Baby, they said, well, let's turn a lemon into lemonade. And they did. Very well, I must say. So, now you have people looking at, is that what Kim did to become famous? Is that what Kim did to have all that she has? I think the family collectively are like billionaires. And Kylie, she became the youngest billionaire, I forgot, ever. And Kim was really the person who led this. Kim and her mom, Momager, Kris Jenner, led this whole empire. And again, I am looking at people in my own backyard. And I mean, people of color. It doesn't matter whether you black, white, Indian, Asian, it doesn't matter what you are. There's so many people chasing fame and fortune. And they are willing to do it at any means necessary. Let's keep it still on Kim. So, what did Kim do? Well, she tried to sue Viacom, I think it was, the people that was mass producing this sex tape. And she tried to sue. And rightfully so, especially if you didn't get permission to put this tape out there. You should be compensated. But I think once Kim realized that, hey, people are kind of following me, people are kind of loving me, and I need to get past the shame of people seeing this sex tape, maybe I can do that. Maybe I can turn my head and not pay attention to that because people are loving me for me just being me. It's not judging her about the sex tape. Let's be very honest. There's a lot of people making movies and tapes and doing all kind of things with their significant others. And truth be told, I'm going to be very honest. Is there anything wrong with that? No, it's between you and your significant other. But have you guys seen Kim Kardashian come out there and say to people and have an honest conversation why she wears all her dripping diamonds and everything, that this was not the right thing to do, and that I want to encourage young people and even people who are willing to listen to me that this is not worth it. It was not worth my integrity to have this tape out there to make it to this platform. No, absolutely not. Fame was getting good and fortune was definitely speaking. And I guess she said, well, listen, let that tape just ride, honey. They saw everything already. So what can I do? What can I do? So they kept it pressing. They kept it on pressing. It was not that important. Okay. Again, this show is about fame and fortune and what are you willing to do to gain it. But as we talk about this and break this down, I want people to keep in mind, and you probably already know this, there is a curse to the fame and fortune. It really is. Now, my platform is not about trying to steer people into religion or faith or to scare people into looking to God and all. No. I am a faith believer. I don't think you care about that, but I'm not ashamed to say that. But I'm also transparent and honest and like to talk across the board. So I'm not going to say that making a sex tape was a bad thing between her and her significant other. This is about the fame and fortune that Kim is banked on, still makes it on that sex tape. And it seemed all the rest of those sisters, not maybe sex tape, but they found other ways to actually keep people intrigued to them so that they can continue to what? Bank the dollar. Do you understand that when the Kardashians dream up this image of fame and fortune, what they end up doing is selling you a dream. They're selling you a dream of this is how to live the lifestyle of the rich and famous. They are. That is exactly how they are telling you this is how they do it. They are truly painting that picture for you. And many of us have bitten the bug. So the question is, why have you bitten the bug? Why? Why have you been so drawn into chasing fame and fortune that you're willing to throw your soul away and everything else with it? Do you know that the Kardashians, I know we're going to keep referencing them, so just bear with the show. Do you know the Kardashians, there's a price to pay to have that lifestyle? It's truly a price to pay. Think about it. Kim has been married 1, 2, 3 times. Kanye West, her first husband, I forgot his name. You can drop his name in the comments if you know who it is. Her first husband. Then she ended up marrying the basketball player. Very handsome guy, but they just dogged him and treated him like trash. And I think that he was very much a man who believed in a higher power, i.e. God. So, his trying to live a normal lifestyle and marry a Kardashian was not going to work. And then she married Kanye. And then they have 4 beautiful children. But if you pay attention to the price Kim is paying for fame and fortune, you'll see. So her name, even though it's popular, she gets a lot of very bad press. Why does she get a lot of bad press? Well, look what she did to her body, right? So we know that it's not a natural body. Kim Kardashian does not have a natural hourglass shape or face. If you don't believe me, just go look back at some of her old pictures. I better put this up here because I'm just telling the truth, right? So very clearly that's not her natural face. It's just not. It's not her natural face. That's not the face she was born with. Now, it's not a bad face sometime. And then there's times it's like, what did you do to your face? But that's chasing fame, right? So I need to stay relevant, Kim. Stay relevant. So I got to keep what attracted the people in the beginning. Now, do I believe that some of these people do these kind of things to improve certain things? Like maybe you have a crooked nose. Maybe your hairline to your eyebrow dimensions are off, so you get a little something here and done. But that's not what we're talking about when we're talking about fame and fortune and we're talking about Kim and her changes, her augmentations to her body. No. So again, what she did, breast augmentation, I don't know what she did to her waist trainer. I don't think it's just waist trainer. I don't know if she had ribs removed. I don't know about all that. I just know that body, which is beautiful, is not natural. She has some, well, maybe I shouldn't say natural, because natural would imply that she's had some, well, her breasts, I think, are inflated. I don't know if she's had something put in her butt, because if you have fat from one place to another place and you put it in your buttocks, is that it's still hers. But you get the gist of this, that she's had changes done. And that message that she sends involuntarily or voluntarily to the consumers who watch her and follow her is that, one, to have fame and fortune and to look like this and to be this and to gain this status, you must be willing to do these kind of things to gain it. You just can't get that without actually not giving up something. You have to give up something to get it. The question is, what are you willing to give up to get it? I'm curious. I'm absolutely curious. The Kardashian Kim has 4 children, right? What message is her children getting? What message is the kids getting? Are the kids getting a message of, hey, you know what? I don't have to do any of these things to have it. No, by sure. And they have everything they could ever want. Trust me. However, as they become young adults and adults, do you think they not will follow in the footsteps of their parents, Kanye West and Kim? Of course. See, your environment is your environment. That environment is the environment in which you cultivate. And when you cultivate that environment, people pick and eat from that environment emotionally, spiritually, financially. So, you don't think that that's going to be the lifestyle of her children? Her children would really want to have to reject fame and fortune, ever being linked to the Kardashians, and give up everything that they could ever have to make sure that they can disassociate themselves from their family. To have what is, I hate to say normal, but I guess that's a befitting word right now, it's a normal life. Their normal life is what they have now. However, to give up that so that the brother, Rob, we don't hear about Rob. If anything, I think the message I got from this family was that when it came to Rob was he was going to disassociate himself from his family as much as possible. Because what they were projecting and what they were living was not what he was trying to, I guess, have for himself. I mean, and if that's the case, good for Rob. Absolutely good for Rob. But he ended up dating that girl, Black China, and look what Black China. Again, another. What would she do? Or what did she do, actually, for fame and fortune? She doesn't look nothing like her original self. She's augmented her body. She linked herself to someone who I believe she thought was powerful in some ways and rich in many ways. And you know what? How to get my come up game is let me link to one of the brothers. Because when she got with Rob, he was not in the best of shape. We're going to be honest here. He wasn't healthy as far as weight wise. I think he was diabetic or something along those lines. So I remembered, and I didn't watch the show, Rob and Black China show often. I think I've caught maybe a handful of shows because if you're going to talk about it, you need to know about it. And the only way you can have content and conversation about it was pay attention to what it was going on and then speak about it. So there go Black China. Rob lose weight because I think she also said at one point she was not attracted to him. But she fell for him, so she thought she can help him, i.e. whip him into shape and make him look aesthetically the look that she needs to be standing beside her to match her image. Fame and fortune, right? This doggone thing, fame and fortune, will get you every time. It's going to get you. And a lot of people don't care. Fame and fortune, right? Remember this thing is that when you chase it so much that you become consumed by it, what ends up happening is that you end up believing the hype. Here's a difference. I'm going to play devil's advocate. Do you think that Oprah Winfrey chased fame and fortune? Or did she really project the message of really giving back to people? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I believe that Oprah Winfrey was absolutely not chasing fame and fortune. I absolutely believe Oprah Winfrey was chasing happiness for other people. Yeah, of course, when she got it for herself. But I don't think that Oprah was chasing fame and fortune. You know, she would put out in front of the audience for us to see that she enjoyed giving back to people. Just imagine what all these things, not even imagine. Just look at all the things that Oprah has done with her fame and fortune for other people. And just imagine what you don't hear about that she does. That's great. Now, people want to talk about the Kardashians, especially Kim, when she definitely started fighting for people to have this opportunity for, I forgot what it's called, but those who are incarcerated to get this, especially people of color. If you know what I'm talking about, drop it in the comments because I can't recall the name of it. But, you know, she was becoming a lawyer and she was going to fight for justice for those who have been wrongly accused and incarcerated and get those convictions overturned. I think I kind of phrased that right. So, would you say that she was giving back to the people? I don't know what her true message is or why she truly have a passion. She could truly have a passion to want to help people. I don't know if that's true or not. But what I do know is that her fame and fortune In her personal life, outside of trying to get overturned convictions, that's more bigger. I think she's chasing more of that than she would be chasing really reform for people who've been wrongly accused and incarcerated. I do. Now, I could be wrong, and I'm okay with being wrong. Drop it in the comment. What do you think? Do you think that Kim Kardashian actually is really for the people, and that she's not really about the fame and fortune? And let's be clear. Hashtag, let's be clear. I don't have anything against the Kardashians at all. I don't. But they are fair game to have a conversation about, because all they project in media is the Kardashian and their fame and fortune, their cars, their bodies, their breasts, their lips, their nose, their extensions, putting their kids in certain clothes. And you should be able to do that for your family. If you reach a certain status, absolutely, why not do it? You work hard for it, why not share it with your family and your loved ones? This is not about hating on the Kardashians. It really isn't. But it's definitely about, let's be clear, what are you willing to do to gain what they have? I'm curious. I'm truly, truly curious. Are you willing to just risk it all? Because I believe the Kardashians are risking it all. And this is not just about Kim. Let's talk about Khloe. Khloe is absolutely known for, the fact that Khloe says that she has not had any work done. Khloe. And this is what I mean about the false narrative that people paint. Fame and fortune, this is all connected. When these young people who have impressionable minds, or older people who still have impressionable minds, are looking at individuals like this family I'm talking about and think that this is the way to do it. They believe that, Khloe has not had any work done. She said it. She has not had any work done. She just had a little tweak into her nose for whatever reason. No. And that's what frustrates me. Because the impressionable people who watch this, you want to see those impressionable people, just go on Instagram. It's sad to say I see so many young women right now, chasing that. They're wearing little to no clothes, getting these behinds so enormous that they look deformed. Some look good, not hating. Some of these women look good, but those individuals who they have little legs, slim legs, and their derriere is like out. The hip, it's just proportionally, it's not real. One person who was very transparent about their makeover was K. Michelle. And to the point that Fame and Fortune, that she almost lost her life because she was trying to look a certain image to match a certain status. And K. Michelle, I love me some K. Michelle. I love me some K. Michelle because I love the transparency of K. Michelle. Don't know her from Adam and Eve. But I love some K. Michelle because she was transparent about her journey. Now, it's funny. She went and got that behind fixed because it was causing her some health issues, almost death. And she ended up making her breasts bigger. And she looks good. I'm not going to, she don't look like her original self. But who does when you have that much work done? But I appreciate that she went on social media. She went on major platforms and talked about what she done to herself that almost cost her life, and that she wanted to give people the true message and the true information about having um, underground butt injections, and things done to your body that could be deadly to you. You got to give it up to her for just the transparency about that. And then she also had this show. I don't know if it was on A&E. I can't remember the station. But she had a show that was geared to helping women speak their true self about what it is that they had done to themselves. And they needed to have some things corrected, surgically corrected, because they had these underground basement body makeovers that was really not working for them. It was really making them sick. But that's the difference in K. Michelle money and Kim Kardashian money, right? Because we ain't heard nothing about Kim Kardashian being sick from having butt work done or anything done. We haven't heard any of that. Nothing. Not one iota of that about that family. None. So that's funny to me. See how fame and fortune, if you have fame and you have fortune, your fame and your fortune opens up many doors that many resources that many of us do not have connections to, access to. We just don't. We don't have that. Oh, I see a comment here. As much as I don't like them, I don't think Kim made that tape to become famous. Yeah, I agree. But once she did, honey, and the dollars start rolling in. And the dollars start rolling in because it was not about so much the sex tape, but it was with whom she was with in the sex tape that really catapulted her to stardom. But I digress. So again, the whole thing about this message that you send to people who are following you. I mean, why would someone like Kim Kardashian, and I wonder, I'm going to look and see. I wonder if I can see. Because I do not follow the Kardashians on any social media platforms at all. At all. But I'm curious too, how many followers does Kim Kardashian have? She has 316 million followers. I had to make sure this was her actual Instagram. She has 5,538 posts on her Instagram. She's only following 176 people or organizations or companies or whatever, and she has 316 million followers on Instagram. Why in the world does someone who is just another woman with two legs, a set of eyes, balls, ears, just, you get it. Why would someone have that many followers? Tell me, what has she done that's great that she would have 316 million followers? Let's be very clear. The majority of the people that's following Kim Kardashian are people I'm talking about who are trying to chase fame and fortune, right? Fame and fortune to get a come up. Really? I'm telling you. There is no reason why someone would have 360 million followers. I don't even think... I'm going to check and see, because I don't want to misquote. Holy moly. Hold on. I'm not going to speak. I'm not going to misspeak. Oh no, that's a fake one. Okay. It doesn't make sense to try Oprah. I was curious. I was looking to see how many followers does Barack Obama have? Okay, well, we know that because that doesn't have a star, so we know that's not Barack Obama. I hate when people, try to get you to click their no, this maybe Barack former President Barack Obama. Let me give his name some respect, right? Let's he does not seem to have maybe it's not on Instagram. So let's see if the lovely former first lady. Okay, Michelle Obama's on Instagram. Ciao, bye. Michelle Obama, the first former first lady, has 581 posts, 49.7 million followers, and she's following 12 people. Okay. And this is hers. It's got a blue check there. She's the former first lady. She stayed in the White House. She was married to the President of the United States. And she has 49.7 million. And Kim Kardashian has 316 million followers. Tell me what's wrong with us as a people. Okay, maybe you're not a Michelle Obama fan and you want to follow her. But I'm just saying, you get it? So the majority of the people that I believe that follow the Kardashians, any one of these Kardashians, are totally people who are absent. Let me choose my words carefully. Totally. I just think majority of these people are just absent-minded people. You just cannot be that intelligent that you're following Kim Kardashian. What has she done for me lately? Thank you, Jan Jackson. But what does Kim Kardashian done for? It just doesn't make any sense. So again, this goes to individuals who are following Kim Kardashian and her family for fame and fortune, and they're chasing the dream. Because trust me, it is a dream. It is a dream on so many levels. So many. Let's see here. Stephanie Pagan. I can't access your website. Error. Okay, so please, no. Thank you so much for trying to access the website. The website is there. I put it under construction. I'm having one more thing done to the website. So don't give up. It's there. It's just welcome, Naomi. Under construction. But it will be there. Definitely you'll be able to access the website by June 15th, if not before. So keep checking. Please keep checking. So getting back to, trust me, what has Kim Kardashian or her family or any one of them have done that many people would follow them on a social media platform? And again, the impressionable minds of individuals who follow Kim Kardashian are the people that I'm talking about, who are chasing fame and fortune. So they think, oh, I cannot afford to go to a primary good renowned surgeon to have breast augmentation or butt what do they call it? Butt lift, right? So I'm going to go to the guy or the woman in Mexico who do it in their basement, because instead of me paying $25,000, $49,000, I'm going to actually pay $2,000 to the person who's going to inject me with the substance. I'm not knocking people. This is about chasing a dream. And a lot of people who have done these things to themselves, again, the body makeover, the face, disfiguring their faces. Their buttocks is dying off because they're injecting their buttocks with so many different substances, are killing themselves because they're looking for the dream. They're chasing a dream. Because trust me, it's nothing but a dream. At the end of the day, Kim Kardashian puts her pants on the same way many of us put our pants on. I'm sure she's not jumping in just someone hold them and she just jumps from a ceiling into her pants, right? So she puts her pants on one leg at a time. One leg at a time. And at the end of the day, when things are going chaotic in Kim's life, when she's not showing us on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and I think they have this other, they left one network and now they're on another network. And I'm telling you, I've tuned into these shows different times because I really am curious to, is there anything changing about these people and the message that they're sending? I do like that there was times we saw, I think a lot of times we saw the dysfunction of this family, right? The fight between her and her sister Courtney. And I mean, they got to brawl. I mean, they slapped each other silly. And as much as I'm not promoting violence, I truly appreciated it because it actually ended up telling me that, guess what? Whoa, they really do have these issues and they're really showing us on camera the dysfunction of this. I don't know if they really meant for that to get out, but it did get out. So I appreciate it because you're telling us that this is a reality TV show. So I want to see reality. Because we do know that in our own families, we don't always get along with our brothers and sisters. We do know that. So I do really tip my hat to them for keeping those kind of transparencies before the viewers. But I need you to talk about these. Stop lying to people and telling people that you have not had anything done a little bit here and there. I think that if you're going to be a reality family, be a true reality family. Talk about the breast augmentation. Talk about the real situations that you have, the complications that you have. Talk about how to find a good doctor to have these things done. Stop telling people that you have nothing done. Let's talk about that sister Kylie. Do you remember what Kylie looked like when they first had that show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians? Do you remember what she looked like? She looked like the... Listen, my white friends, don't take this personal. It's not personal. But she looked like the average young girl going through puberty, a white girl going through puberty. She had that young face that was... I heard some people say, oh, she was so beautiful then. Well, she was not beautiful. Let's be clear. She wasn't beautiful. But she wasn't an ugly duckling either. Right? She wasn't a natural beauty. But yet she was still young. I think she had her breast. Of course she did, because didn't she become a billionaire when she was in her early 20s? And I think she still is in her early 20s. So she had her breast done, what, 19, 20 years old? Come on. What message are you telling us? What is the message? I think it's foul. I am not going to let my children, I have great nieces and I have nieces, I have nephews and I have godchildren, and they all know me. I am one to speak up and be like, listen, get it together. I know you do not think that that's the way to go. No, we have a responsibility. Because the Kardashians aren't actually being honest with us. And again, what message are they even sending their children? When you don't want for anything and you have everything you could ever want, what message are you sending? Now, I'm not saying they don't discipline their children because I don't live with these people. I'm not saying that they don't tell them right from wrong. I'm not saying that. But I did see some things that Northwest, the oldest child, I think her name is North, what she actually, some of the things that she kind of says is suspect of disrespect. So I don't know. But I think it would be very challenging for Kim to discipline her children like any of us who are in this chat would discipline our children. I see some comments. Not necessarily, although I don't find her relevant. People find her entertaining. Some might like her fashion. Some find her attractive. Don't necessarily think it's those that are fame chasers. Okay. I can appreciate that. Thank you, Ira, for that. I appreciate it. Hi, Naomi. I see you in the comments. So glad you're there. Shock face, huh? So, yeah. So along with Rob, who's in the comments, posted this comment, and thank you for sharing that. I would agree with that, but I'm willing to bet you the 13, sorry, 316 million followers. Let me get my numbers correct. That's following her. Majority of those individuals are absolutely chasing fame and fortune. Absolutely. And if you disagree with me, I'm okay with that. Anybody, please disagree. That keeps the comments going. I love it. But yeah, no, they're chasing fame and fortune. You're not getting your buttocks blown out of proportion when you have little chicken legs. You're not getting your breasts all the way out here, right? You're not getting your lips like this. You're not doing that if you're not chasing fame or fortune or the two. No way. You're definitely doing it for fame and fortune. Because you can't go from an ugly duckling to having your lips look like you have blown two balloons up on your face, and all of a sudden you think that that's the way to go because it's going to bring you everything you're looking for. Oh, what? No. No. And we're your true friends that's going to tell you, baby, don't do that to your face. Listen, if you're going to get a little something done, do it tastefully. But when you're broken on the inside, you're never satisfied. Never. Look at Chloe. I need her to stop lying because Jenny Craig didn't do that. Weight Watchers didn't do that. You didn't just lose weight naturally. You had something done and you accompanied that with some kind of dietary process. But there's no way in the world that you're going to tell me that you did that all naturally. Now, the one who is, the ones I think that are natural, I don't know for sure, because they may have had something done, but it was done tastefully. It's going to be Kendall, the model. She's a attractive girl. And Courtney. Courtney's a beautiful woman too. She's a beautiful woman. But the other three girls, yeah, honey, they saw their surgeon plenty of times. Plenty. And you ain't gonna fool me to make me believe that you didn't, because I know you did. So, I want to know, when you think about the question at hand, and you know people, you have nieces, nephews, children, or just for yourself, what are you willing to do to gain fame and fortune? Do you even wish that you had fame and fortune? Do you wish you had that? Do you wish that you can actually put your hands in the fortune? You don't have to worry about money ever again. Let's be clear. I would love to have that. I would love to have fortune, but I'm not willing to sell my soul for it. I'm not willing to do that. I'm not willing to curse my family, my nieces, my nephews, children. I'm not willing to curse my loved one. I'm not willing to curse, because trust me, this is a domino effect. You don't believe me? Look, it started with Kim because the family was already known. No. They were known in their circle. The father was, before his passing, was an attorney. And my understanding was he let his license lapse, and he reactivated his license when O.J. Simpson got involved with that 1997 or 1995 situation with Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman. So Robert Kardashian reactivated his license so that he could be a part of O.J. Simpson's team to defend him. But I don't think we were paying attention. Well, matter of fact, no. I know I wasn't. I'm sure many of you were not paying attention to Kim Kardashian and her brothers and sisters. Our eyes were glued on who is these people representing O.J. Simpson, and is he going to beat this case? Again, it was her sex tape. People are literally putting out sex tape people to become famous. Where was the woman from, what's the name of the show? The black show. I'm drawing a blank now. I can't think of it. I can't think of the show. I'm so sorry. She was on Love and Hip Hop. She was on Love and Hip Hop, and She was good on Love and Hip Hop for the entertainment of it, the ratchetness of it all. But she, all of a sudden now she's got a leaked tape with the guy that she was once dating, who we end up finding out to be married. And then I think she thought she was going to get some notoriety by now. And I think she did get moved ahead than where she was. But what she's not is a white woman or the Kardashians, Middle Eastern woman that was able to get some notoriety through that sex tape. She just became another black girl with a sex tape out there. I can't think of her name. It keeps coming in my head and out. Starts with an M. But you'll look at her and drop it in the comments later. So you get what I'm saying? There are people who follow this family, or maybe don't follow them, but have seen and heard of them. So the seed has been planted, because that's what the Kardashians do well, is they plant seeds. But, oh my goodness, what those seeds turn into. I mean, for many people, they look like, oh, well, listen, I'm willing to plant the seeds. I'm telling you, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. You just might get it. You might get it. And I am not willing to sell my soul to get fame and fortune. I'm not. I'm not willing to do that. Now, I just noticed that my I'll talk about it later. Anyway, I'm like, what is going on here? You just tried to get me like really, really dirty. I'm laughing, guys. It's something behind the scenes. Okay, let's see. Got some comments here. Ooh, Naomi says something. I think it's insecurity, if not body dysmorphia. Yes, for sure. I don't think they would call it. I don't think they would admit that they have some body dysmorphia. But I do believe that if we got them to sit in front of their therapist and really be transparent, we're going to find out that there's a lot of insecurities. Because a lot of people have these changes done because they are insecure. That's why they do it. Because they're insecure. Listen, there's nothing wrong with surgery. There is nothing wrong with it. Nothing. And I'm not saying you need to be in a horrific accident, to actually have some changes done, some tweaking done. No, you don't need to have that done. No. So Naomi's comment actually makes sense. Because when you're constantly tweaking, your breasts go from this size to this size. It's too big, too small. Your hips are too small. You need to tuck in your waist more. I'm not dogging waist trainers. I think they actually do what they need to do for the right reason. But there are people so hungry for the imagery of what the Kardashians put out. Honey, they will put their waist trainer on, sleep, eat, drink, drive, everything in the waist trainer. I mean, it's just not natural. It's not natural. If you're doing it for the right reasons, getting healthy, yay, you go. But when you're doing it because you want people to like you, you want to be seen, you need to be recognized. And I'm not even sure. Let me go back, because I want to make sure that I actually bring up the part that I was talking about. The fortune of it. Fortune. Favored by or involving good luck or fortune. Being lucky. Check this. The route to fame and fortune the family is widely credited for. With the second eldest, which is what I talked about, that Kim Kardashian and that doggone sex tape with Ray J. But before we get into all that, as I stated before, it was because the Kardashians had a nice name within their circle of people. Their father was an attorney, and he just had these beautiful children. And the Kardashians, they were cute kids. They were an attractive family. And listen, I was getting ready to say, are they still beautiful? Well, you know what? Listen, how often do we see them with completely no makeup on? even when Kim goes to the gym, honey, at least when you want a photographer to take you, you're in the most tight fitted skin thing, child. So I don't know. Let me not even put my comment that I was getting ready to say out there. No, it's about always keeping people tuned into your narrative and getting people to believe the hype and believe that you are really just this average woman who is an ex of Ray J and has been married and started a mogul media platform when it comes to keeping up with the Kardashian, and you've been married to famous men. No, 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 no. I'm not going to buy it. Oh, I'm loving Naomi's comment. Let me see. I wouldn't mind the fortune. Listen, Naomi, you and I both. Fortune without the drama. I don't want to sell my soul. I don't want to lose my soul for the fortune. But I sure would love to have it. I would love to have the money in the bank where you don't have to worry about, listen, I'm going to go punch somebody's clock to actually get paid to make these dollars so I can keep my bills paid. You know, it's nice to be able, you can just go in and say, you know what, I want this, and click it. And you just get it. And truth be told, many of us that we just take a little bit time to think about, we're truly blessed. We are, right? If your rent's paid right now, you got something in the refrigerator. It may not be something you want, but if you got something in the refrigerator, listen, the gas price, $5 a gallon, ugh, and you were able to put something in the tank to get you from point A to point B. I mean, truth be told, we're truly blessed. But I am not willing to sell my soul for the fame and fortune when it comes to these Kardashians and what they got. It's just not worth it. You're going to pay a price for it. And I'm not willing to pay a price for it. I'm not. I noticed that, and you'll see when this picture of these Kardashians go away, I noticed that it was a hard transition. Like, what happened? What's going on here? Just like pop in, pop out. It should be very smooth and easy going, like what's about to happen right now. And you'll see that. Not at all click, 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 click. But I thought it was befitting to, let me see. Anything in excess is damaging or hurtful. Absolutely. Anything in too much of something is too much, even money. Because when you have everything, all the money in the world, and let's say the Kardashians have all the money in the world, you get the gist of that. They have that. They don't want for anything. They'll never be hungry. They'll never be homeless. They'll never have to walk barefoot. They'll never have to be naked. They'll never have to worry about getting from point A to point B because the money takes care of that. But at what cost did they pay to get it? Because I'm going to roll the dice and say it's definitely a generational curse. You watch and believe. 10 years down the line, you watch these children. I'm talking about Courtney, Khloe, Kendall, Kylie. Just watch the family's children. Black China's child with Rob. Watch the children and you'll see the generational curse. Now, please know, I'm not wishing any bad on anyone. But my job to my platform is to be transparent, honest, and unapologetic about my view and opinion. And I'm going to say to you that I'm saying this and I'm having this show because I want people to wake up. Wake up. Wake up. And realize that what you are chasing, if you are the person that I've been talking about on today's show, if you are chasing, if you are broken, as Naomi said, hurt, if you're lost, whatever it is that you are going through, and you think the only way to get it is, sex tape, get my breasts done, get some injections in my butt, whatever it is, understand that that's not the route to go. And that you will pay for it later. It may not be within 5, 10, 15, or even 20 years, but you're going to pay. You'll pay. Because Kim Kardashian, she's paying. She just pays she has a different elite payment, right? She's paying. All the stuff she went through with Kanye West, all the stuff that she goes through in the media that we don't always hear about, or some of us do hear about, she's paying. Courtney, and if it doesn't come and knocking at your door, the one who's causing all the whatever, it comes to the very people you're very close to. Karma doesn't just come to the person who does it. It comes to those who also connected to it. Courtney, marriage to Scott Dickens, just a mess. And I believe that she truly loved him. I believe that she wanted that family lifestyle, but she's also connected to that family, the Kardashians, because she's a sister and that's her name. And it's almost like, what will you choose? You know, God says that he will give us the free will to choose whatever we want. You can have whatever you want, good, bad, or indifferent. You can have it. Ask for it and you can have it. But at what price are you willing to pay for it? Yes, that's what I was thinking about that. So that brings us to the end of today's show. Guys, look, I had fun on today's show. It was informative. I hope nobody's feelings were hurt. Even though it may sound judgmental, it really isn't. It's really about using this platform, having those kind of uncomfortable conversations that makes us look at ourselves and say, wait a minute, is that me? Wait a minute. Do I want fame and fortune, and will I be willing to pay any price for it? You may not pay the price Kim paid or any of those Kardashians paid. You may not pay those kind of prices, but even in our, I hate to say mediocre, but our lives, those who get up every day 9 to 5 and go to work. Although Kim made that comment that I forgot how she said it about lazy or get up and get a job, whatever. She got some backlash about that, but I bet you she shut up her mouth about that piece and kind of changed the narrative, saying that she didn't mean to say it that way. I digress. That just understand that those who get up every day and put their best foot forward, those who go and punch a clock and try to save their money, and like Naomi and I, and I'm sure many others who wish we had fame, fortune, because trust me, it's not nice to always have people in your face. I've done modeling before. I've been a dancer before, not a pole dancer. I'm talking about dancing for very elite artists, from Whitney Houston, a Mary J. Blige video. I've done a lot of things, right? And I now see, as I gotten wiser, that what some of these people have to do for fame and fortune. Oh no, you can keep that. Give me my check. But you can keep that, because I'm not willing to sell my soul to the devil to get what they have. I'm just not willing to do it. I'm not willing to stress myself or curse my family for it. Not going to do it. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me on today's show. I truly appreciate you coming in and getting involved in the conversation. Thank you so much. I see some likes already in the conversation. So don't forget, please, before you go, give this show a thumbs up. It's important. Also, don't forget, if you're not already, be a subscriber to the channel. All you got to do is go to YouTube. It's very easy for you. Go right over to YouTube. Very easy. You don't have to worry about it. I made it very easy for you. All you got to do is just click the subscribe button. Just do that. It helps me so much. Click it, like it, love on it. It's great, 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 great. And the social media platforms, when you feel like you want to have a conversation, DM me at any one of these places and get involved. I am still looking for some good, strong co-hosts who can have an intellectual conversation and we can chop it up. That's my fingers. That's my request, right? That is absolutely my request. Thank you so much, guys. I hope to see you again. Remember, right now we're coming on every Monday. We look to have the website up and running for you guys no later than June 15th, but it's there. I just actually put it in under construction. I needed to add a little something there that I think would be really nice for the website. So make sure you put the website into your phones and keep it for future reference. Okay? I will see you next time, same Diamond channel. All right, guys, be good to one another, as I hope this conversation has been to you. Until next time, be well, and I will see you on the back end. Bye.